music. He's like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love, love.
Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner, and this is story time. So I was sitting here, just did my the half and a half not review. Have not even uploaded it yet. It is currently 1:49 in the morning. Today's lipstick is a new color. It's called Rock Steady from Urban Decay. I do love it. And I was like, do I have a story time in me? Like, what would I? Because someone asked about it on my live earlier, so I was like, do I have one? You know, I don't like to force them. And I was sitting here and I was just like in a daze, like, oh, whatever. I need to, go pick up some flip flops and do whatever. And I said, I'm going to tell the story about the 2 times I got too drunk, and there's a reason why I don't get too drunk anymore. So, first, my 30th birthday. Okay, I turned 36 years ago. So what's that? 2012. What's it? 2012. And my 30th, I was like, we're gonna go out. We're gonna have a party or whatever. Here in Michigan, me and a few friends, we went to Nikki's. It is a bar and lounge here. It's a club. Okay, it's a club. It's a full-fledged club. I was cute, dressed cute. It was all cute. So I was there with friends. Karla was there. My sister was there. Carlydia, like other friends were there, whatever. And we were having a really good time. And I am the kind of drinker to where I have 2 levels. I'll get a drink, and if it's too strong, I'm going to just sip it for a while. I'm not going to get much else. However, if I get me a good Long Island that's not too strong, I'll keep drinking them. This night, I kept drinking them. So, the bad guy was there. His brothers were there. Like, it was a fun night. Okay, it was a fun night. My cousin Nay was there. Whatever. It was a fun night. So we partying. It's a good time or whatever. Everyone's getting me drinks when we go out here with each other. If the person is a drinker, for birthdays, you keep getting them drinks or whatever. So, my people kept getting me drinks. Like, one by one. Like, okay, here's 1, here's 2, here's 3. I lost count at like 6. Okay. I don't know why they kept feeding me drinks. I really wasn't I ate a little bit because you have to eat to suck up the liquor. So it gets to a point to where Jay Lee's drunk. Jay Lee's drunk and Jay Leisha is unleashed. Okay. So Jay Leisha is my alter ego when I'm drunk. My voice gets very, very high. Like, everything is funny. My eyes look closed, like fully closed. Even though I'm fully woke. And it's a fun time. So Jay Leisha's in full effect. I'm drinking. I remember saying, I want some more I want another drink. And my friend's like, nah, we're gonna, you already sauced enough, just leave it be. Fuck that. I'm gonna get my own drinks. I remember walking to the bar and getting 2 Long Islands and coming back and like double fisting the drinks, and I had them both sitting here, and I had both straws in my mouth, and I just downed them. Because at this point, once I'm past like 2 drinks, I'm numb. Like, it just tastes delicious at this point because I'm drunk. I remember I had to pee. Okay, I had to use the bathroom, but I was drunk, staggering drunk. So my cousin Nay helped me to the bathroom. And I looked real cute. I don't know, jumper. It was a black and white jumper. Like, the bottom was black, the top was white. I'll probably post a picture of it on Instagram. I was really cute, so she took me to the bathroom, and it was this is a real friend and a real family. Okay, Nay's my cousin. This is true family. Okay, I'm drunk. She's helping me to the bathroom, and when we get to the bathroom, she know Jay Lee too drunk to, because you don't sit down in the bathroom. You have to squat. She said to me after the fact, after it happened, I knew you were too drunk to squat and you would just fall. And I didn't want you to fall on a pissy floor. She cleaned the toilet off. Like, she went and got like paper towel and she made it clean up because like she can't squat. She gonna fall and die. And so she cleaned it, and I had no, it was a jumper, so I had to pull the jumper. So I'm basically naked in the bathroom. I had to pull the jumper off to pee. And then when I got back, she got me back dressed to make sure I was presentable. And we went back out to finish partying. And a guy I used to talk to years ago, I'm going to call him Mr. Officer, okay? Mr. Officer, I had not seen him in years. And he also has a friend named Jaylee, a guy. The name is spelled differently. And his friend was also at the club celebrating his birthday, because me and said friend, our birthdays like a week apart. So from my recollection, I said I was sitting at the table and Mr. Officer was like maybe 2 feet from me, and I said, "Hey, Mr. Officer." No, my friend said, "Jaylee, that's not what happened." He was across the bar. He was across the bar, and you seen him and you recognized him and you yelled across the bar, "Officer! Officer!" And I said, "I did what?" Because again, when I'm in Jaylisha mode, I don't recollect everything. My hand-eye coordination is kind of off. Things in the mirror maybe closer than they appear or further away. And I said, "No, he was like right there." They was like, "No, he wasn't." Like, he was at the bar, and I just saw him at the bar, and I yelled. And so he seen me and was like, "Oh, hey." Came over, we chit-chatting or whatever. And I said, "Was I talking loud to him?" And they said, "Yeah." But Officer is also aware of Jaylisha's loud voice. So I can't remember what we talked about, but we were chit-chatting, okay? We were chit-chatting about some things. I'm like, "Yeah, it's my birthday, whatever, having fun, we can hook up later. I'll talk to you, whatever." He's like, "Yeah, look, here got my number. Let's link up." "All right, I'm talking later. You go your way, I'm going mine." So that happened. They then realized, okay, she too drunk to drive home. Someone has to drive her home because she drove. So the bad guy who's there, we were best buddies at this point. We weren't dating, we were friends. So he is in protective mode, like, "All right, brother, you drive her home. I'm gonna follow y'all. Her cousin it was a whole plan to get me home because I was that drunk." So now they're having to get me out the club because I'm just drunk. So I can walk, but it's a little bit dangerous. It's a little bit dangerous. My birthday's in January, so it's cold in January. So, and Nikki's, the club, you have to walk up like 2 flights. Like, it's like a whole bunch of stairs to get in or out of Nikki's. It was just so stupid because it's so drunk to being there. So they had to get me down the stairs, and then the parking was like around the corner. So we're walking, and they had my coat. And I'm like, "It's hot. What the fuck is wrong? Why is it so hot?" Taking my coat off. At that point, I'm like messaging Officer, because I'm like, "I'm finna see Officer," and they like, "No, you're not." So I like told him where I was parked, and said, "Meet me at my car, and you gonna like follow me home with whatever." And so the bad guy like, nah. Now most of the stuff I'm getting, I got secondhand after the fact or whatever. So I remember going to the car, and I remember them putting me I remember them laying the seat down, the passenger seat back, because I was just so toasted. And I remember getting in the car, and they put my coat over me, and I just kind of laid back because I was like, "Oh, this feels so good to not be on my feet. Like, I was feeling so wonderful." I was fucking drunk. Officer pulls up. I remember saying, with my eyes closed, "He coming with me." "No, he's coming with me." And the bad guy was like, "You're not going with her." Like, what my cousin Nate told me, he said later was, he said he told Officer, "You ain't going with her. She may know you. I don't know you. And, you know, I ain't let her go home with anybody I don't know, because they had never met before that point. They met later. Well, they met then later. She said, but you were in the car saying, no, he's coming with me. She said, but you were fully like drunk, sleeping. She said, then officer looked and said, okay, she's saying she want me to go, but I see she's clearly inebriated. He's like, however, sometimes that's how we hang out or whatever. Because we had like plenty of drunken nights. But you know, the bad guy was like, no, it ain't going down. And so officer left. But I'm so drunk, I don't know nothing that's going on. And then I remembered driving. No, I remember being in the car and I kept seeing flashing lights. And I'm like, why the fuck lights keep flashing? The following day, they said you kept seeing the lights flashing because as y'all were driving down the freeway, you were seeing the like the lights of the street, like the poles or whatever. I'm like, oh, I kept assuming we was like getting chased or whatever. So some kind of way I got home. I don't remember. The last thing I remember is being in the car. I woke up the next morning. Okay. I woke up paralyzed. Okay. I could not walk. I remember I was still in my jumpsuit. Makeup was on my face, all everywhere. I was home in my bed. And I was like, how the fuck did I get home? Like, what the hell happened? And then I tried to get out my bed and literally fell to the ground. Like my legs didn't work, bitch. Like they were noodles. I was like, what did I do? I said, oh my God, I'm paralyzed. Oh my God. Something happened and I was paralyzed overnight and it left me here by myself. I can't walk. What I'm gonna do? And I was like, and I kept trying to stand up and I had drunk legs. I could not walk. A bitch woke up paralyzed after 30th birthday. I was completely paralyzed. And I'm like, where my car? Where my purse? Where my phone? I had no idea who drove me home, how I got there, how long I got there, why I felt like I was paralyzed, why I couldn't walk, why I was literally crawling through my house looking for some kind of information to see what the fuck happened. And I then had to call the bad guy, my cousin Nay, the bad guy's brother, who I won't say his name, Juan. I had to call Juan to see what happened because I had no idea. And they was like, bitch, you were drunk as hell. Like, you weren't like messy drunk, like you were still fun, Jaleisha drunk, but you were so drunk that you could not drive home. And you, at one point, you couldn't walk. It was... You know how drunk you have to be to not be able to walk? And not a thing to where you're just like, no, I was coherent and my legs didn't work. Like the liquor had affected my brain and I just couldn't walk. And I was like, why is the number of my phone, you know, for officer? And my cousin said you saw him at the club. I was like, I ain't see him in here. What? And they said you yelled across the club to talk to him. Like, I did what? Bitch, because I don't do that. No, I might say hey or whatever. I'm not attention seeking. They like, no, bitch, you yelled across the club, officer. And you know, but he was, of course, happy to see a bitch. And so I then called him because I was like mortified. Like, what did I say or do, or like what happened? And he said, yeah, he like, you know what I'm saying, we were supposed to hook up or whatever, but you know what I'm saying, that old dude who was with you, he wouldn't let it go down. Like, he wouldn't let me come to your house. I told him that, you know what I'm saying, when you be drunk, when I'm drunk, we just be together, whatever, or we used to, because it had been years. And I said, you know, he just overprotected. I'm sorry. I said, but was I crazy? Like, no, like usual stuff. He said, but you told me to come to your car, and when I got there, like, you was drunk in the passenger seat, just babbling. And you kept saying like, no, I'll come with me. But they kept on saying that you were too drunk. But you kept saying, come with you. And he's like, I just didn't know who to listen to. And I was like, well, I'm happy you didn't listen to me. Because I would have been just not any fun. Then I said, because I can't walk right now. He said, what? I said, yeah, my legs, I'm paralyzed. I don't know what's going on. He said, no, I'll just drink some water. You'll be fine. And sure enough, like within like an hour or two, I drank some more water, got some energy, and I was able to walk. But at that moment, I said, I never want to get so drunk that I wake up paralyzed. Well, I got a second time drunk after that. went out with some coworkers after work or whatever in downtown Detroit, and we went to this bar. The bar had $5 like little martinis, but it was like little, like they weren't even a lot of. It was like a little. It wasn't a lot of martinis or whatever. And so we went batshit stir crazy. Like we were buying shots for everyone. We had this. We sat there for like from like 5:30 to around 9. And I mean, we drank the whole time. The whole time we drank. But I was one person who was driving. We about to leave, and I said, Jaylee, you too drunk to drive. But I drove anyway. Okay, and I'm just going to say this now. It was very stupid of me. And I've never done it before, and I've never done it since. But I was in downtown Detroit. My car was there. I had to go home, and I was tired. So I drove the other drunk person who I was with, the coworker, to her car, and I drove. We staggered to my car, and we were laughing because we were drunk. And I drove literally like 2 miles an hour to the parking garage where her car was parked at. Dropped her off at her parking garage. And now I'm driving home. It's like maybe 10 o'clock at night. I called my mama. Like, Mama sleep. Okay, she sleep because she sleep going to bed early that particular day. And I'm like, Ma, I'm driving home. And I'm just so drunk. Like, but I have to go home. I'm on the freeway. I'm sleepy. I'm tired. And I called my mother because I always would call her when I'd be on the way home from hanging out or whatever. So I got home safe. But this time I called her because I said, you too drunk to be driving. And you need someone to keep you coherent. So I called my mama. And she like, where are you at? And I'm like, I was driving wherever. I can't remember what. I don't think I got on the freeway. I think I took the street. And I was like, I just want to go home. I just want to go home. And she was like, I wouldn't pull over and let anyone come get me. I'm like, no, just talk to me. I got the windows down, but I know I need someone to keep me alert. She like, just come to my house. My house is quicker than your house. Just come to my house. No, I want to go home and be in my own bed. No, I wanted to go home. So I was like, I need to get some food. The problem with what it was this time is I went out to drink with the coworkers. I didn't eat lunch at work that day. I thought the bar would have food. The bar didn't have food this particular day. They had just opened up. The kitchen was closed. So I had all that liquor and I had no food. So it was really, really bad. So I'm like, I'm going to stop at the Coney Island and get me some food. I stopped at the Coney Island and I ordered like a burger and some fries or whatever. And I'm like, if I can just like take a nap in the car right now. She's like, don't fall asleep in the drive-thru. Just don't fall asleep in the drive-thru. I just keep talking to her. So I kept talking to her. Got home. It took like an hour and a half. Like I drove really, really slow because I was aware of the fact that I was inebriated. I was very much aware of that fact. But for some reason, I was like, I'm going to still drive home. But I'm like, if I drive slow enough, I'm not going to hit nothing. I ain't going to hit nobody. I got home and I was like, okay, I'm parked. I'm home. I parked all kind of fuck up, all kind of crooked. And I said, I'm just gonna rest my eyes and just sleep in my car for a minute. She was like, no. Go in the house. I'm not gonna get the phone with you. Go in the house. But I'm so tired. And she said, girl, get up, go in the house, and you can sleep on your couch once you're in the house. I said, okay. Now I got out my car, staggered to the walkway of my particular building. I have never in my life puked from drinking. Never. In all of my years. Even now. This was when I was... This was in 2014. This was 4 years ago, so I was 32. And I staggered out the car, and I said, I think I have to throw up. And she said, what? I said, I think I have to throw up. And she was like, well, put the phone down, and then just throw up. Like, don't throw up on yourself. Like, lean over something and puke. I literally had to lean over the railing of my building, and I threw up all in the grass. It was horrible. It was so horrible because I'm like, I've never felt like this. Like I've never felt so sick from drinking. And I picked the phone back up and I said, okay, I'm going to walk in the house now. And I got in the house, I ate the burger and like slept on my floor because I was so drunk. And that's the last time I got that. Like now when I go out, I won't have more than 2 drinks at all. Or if I have more than 2, I'm not the driver. Like if I, when I'm on a date or whatever, or if I'm out with friends or whatever, I won't drive. And if I have had 2 drinks, I leave immediately after drinking them 2 drinks, because I'm like, if I stay here and let it take effect, no. So I have a science where I'm like, if I go anywhere and I have 2 drinks, I need to leave. Like I can't have 2 because I'll have more and it'll be all bad, or I'll have 2 and they might kick in too quick and then it's still all bad. So I think I've grown and learned drinking and driving is just stupid. And the following morning, remembering how drunk I was, and the fact that I could have like hit someone, like it could have been bad. It could have just been bad. As y'all know all the time, God literally has a cone around me, a big cone too, and protects me from the craziness and the foolishness of my life. But those are the 2 times that I got so drunk that it literally changed me. Like when I got drunk on my 30th, it made me slow down for those whole 2 years. And then when I got drunk again when I was at 32, I haven't gotten that drunk since. But I'm looking like, first of all, I'm too old because of the damn DUI. I've never gotten, nothing like that. So I don't want to. But I was paralyzed, and then I also had to throw up. I was like, bitch, what is wrong with you? Handle your liquor, bitch. So that's my quick story time. Story to y'all. Don't drink and drive. Don't drink to become paralyzed. And if you see your old boo out at the club, holla at him. Hey, officer. Because he's still around to this day. Anyway, I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. Peace.